my beautiful people, how have you been? It's my prayer that you are still keeping safe, still sanitizing, still washing your hands, your mask and everything. But come back to my YouTube channel. It's also my prayer that you are still keeping well. If you are a returning subscriber, asante sana for your subscriptions. Then asante sana for your love that you have. Oh, you guys, you have been like so supportive. We are really growing. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I feel so much love. I feel so much love. I don't take it for granted. But if at all you are new here, we say welcome on board. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share. You know, don't forget to share. I'm so grateful. It has been a while. Not a while, it has been a little while, and honestly, to be honest, like really honesty, with the biggest honesty, today I'm so blank, like I'm not even sure I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to like talk about. But this week, but let's talk about some water. Water is life, you know. Water is life, and some things we take for granted, so many things. But wase wacha niwaambie, if you have water in your house, you have electricity, you have food, you're in good health, especially good health. Ooh, tell Jah, Jah, thank you. Tell God thank you. You have more than enough reasons to say thank you. Let me tell you something. People out here are having it rough. Anywho, my dears, today actually I just want to do like do I call it like a random thoughts? The whole of this week I've been thinking, and when you look at the society where we are right now, you're not even sure where to start. But if I am to do about random thoughts that I want to do today, I hope I'm making sense. You know, when I'm preparing for a week before I come and I do a video, I usually have my notebook, I have my notepad, I have a pen, I have like you know, I translate from English to Kiswahili to Kikuyu, then back to English, so that I get it. But right now I have like totally nothing. So this week I have been thinking, I have been listening to so many testimonies on YouTube everywhere, and I got thinking things to do with life. Like generally, what is life? What is it meant? What are we meant? Why are we even here? Just bear with me today. We are doing random thoughts. The videos that whereby actually we edit, I think kunaiwekanga tu raw hivyo, you know, inasonga ikisonga. But one thing I can say is this: I have been thinking about most of the time the quarrels that happen within a family setup. You know, I just don't know what usually happens with families. You know, a family is whereby you are supposed to be like you run to, you know, be it a church setup, it's a family, be it whereby you are born, you know, the family, be it maybe the friends that you call my inner friends. These are the people that you're supposed to run to get maybe some wisdom, to get some consolation, you know. But most of the time unapatanga, these are the dangerous people that you can trade with. You know, you are in a circle. They say that whatever cannot kill you, it makes you stronger, you know. And what does that even is that relevant to what I'm saying? Yeah, I think so. And then there is this something that goes like if only the fish could keep its mouth shut, there's no way it's going to be caught by the fisherman. You know, so sometimes, but the society that we are living in, there is a lot of depression that is going on. There is a lot of pain. There is a lot of hurt. There is a lot of murder. There is a lot of, basically, people are not okay. And I was thinking the whole of this week, because like I said, I've been listening to a lot of interviews that are zimewekwa kwa YouTube, and most of the time you hear people talk and they are so bitter with wacha hata tusiende kwa church, tusiende kwa wale mabeshte tumepatana nao tao, and let's talk about the family members. Some people are saying, but disclaimer, there's so many families that are doing okay, and there's so much kuna ile unity. But let us face it, let's call a spade a spade. Mostly people are hurt by their immediate families. They are supposed to be there for you. Most of the time unasikianga, me, I came to town, I made money, I went to school. But the time that I visited back home, things became worse. I was talking to another lady. She's not around, and there was a time she was in Kenya, then she left the country, and we have been talking. And sometimes you hear her telling me that whenever, like, no, she was almost to get married, then she gave home some information that her parents are long dead, and she called home and she's like, you know what, I have got this fiance, we have been dating for 5 years, this is the time that you want to come home and whatever. Immediately that she gave that call, the next week, the very next week, they divorced. Not they divorced, they separated. But the guy just went quiet, totally quiet on the cheek, you know. Then you are like, and actually when she was still here in Kenya, she used to tell me that and her relatives have tried killing her through witchcraft and everything. So sometimes I wonder and I ask myself so many questions. Why like why do we do this to each other? Why, you know? And now I just ask, like, my worry will be, where are we supposed to turn to? The very same people that are actually supposed, like, okay, also let us look at it in the marriage setup. You find that huyu anaishi maisha kivyake, huyu anaishi maisha kivyake. There's so much distrust when it comes to our the inner people that are supposed actually to hold us together. And I ask myself, what kind of level of jealousy? They say that jealousy is the last class you attend before you become a witch, you know. Tokorora, our dear people, where are we supposed to head on to? Sometimes you just feel like, now I was listening to one lady who was saying that actually my blood sister took my husband from me. And they went on and they started having a life. And they also sai wako na mtoto. Sometimes I wonder, why would somebody just come and cling to a married man when there's so many guys out there? Where is the decay? Where did in Kikuyu tunaulizanga roerua lireko mokaro? Where did the river divert? You know, where did the rain start hitting us? Families, it's so painful. Sometimes we sacrifice a lot to see our siblings go to school. Then after all is said and done, they just come and they be the one that are taking your husband. Ama they are the one wanakwendea kwa witchcraft. Ama wako wengine, they're just jealous. Nobody supports you. You become like the black sheep of that family. What is the issue? You know? So, but as much tunasemanga, we still have a life to live. Let me tell you, kuna vidoda zingine we grow up with, and sometimes you feel when maybe you want to move on in life, let's say marriage and everything, where we are coming from, it really determines where we are right now. Kila familia iko na maisha. We have become so selfish. Let's face it. We have become so selfish. Me, so long as where I'm standing, it's not sinking. I don't give a hoot about my neighbor. I don't give a hoot about my brother. I don't give a hoot about my sister. What is the issue, my dear people? What's the issue? Like, seriously? Guy, seriously? Like, seriously? What's the issue? You know? But anyway, what I can say about the whole issue and everything is that people have become so selfish, because now that is being so selfish. So I am thinking, is it because we trust these people so much, we have given them so much power to hurt us in return? This is understandable, man, because this is a family member that you uphold, you esteem, you uphold so much. You have so much faith in them. But one thing I can say is this, as long as you believe in yourself, me, I always say, only two people can curse me. God and myself. And as long as we are uptight with God, and as long as I know what I want in this life, you know, I believe in myself, I can conquer it all. It will be so hard for people to just come and, you know, toss me to and fro. So, you know, even the Bible says that where there is unity, God commands a blessing. But you realize unity haiko, like totally haiko. Like I said, as long as where I'm standing, I believe that where now people watu wamefika. So long as where I'm standing, it's not sinking. You don't give a hoot. You know, I just don't give a hoot what is happening in your life. But can you imagine whereby we express the unconditional love? We uphold each other. I don't get it. What is wrong with families? And we are giving this setup of anybody that kila mse mwenye unapenda, be it in the friendship setup, even in churches. Actually, in churches is whereby unapatanga ile udaku express, you know, the undiluted, undiluted udaku from family members. You know, you just go home and una feel the tension of I shouldn't have come. And that's why sometimes you realize you just go and disappear in Nairobi. You disappear without a trace. Because every time you go home, there has to be an issue, a negative issue. You know, sometimes also, kama kuna mse mwenye amemeketi kwa hiyo familia na mwingine hajameketi, kuna kuanga na the division. You just feel the division, like totally division iko, yeah? So once come is like a goat in a chinjwa, nini, they celebrate you because you sacrifice and you only come with the bananas at 20 bob. You just feel it's like hata ukifika unakuanga tu hata unaambiwa ng'ombe ilimwaga maziwa, hata chai ya kukupikia hakuna. And you forget that kesho ya mtu haijulikani. How about you just uphold these people? Like now my mom was saying that any kid, a child is a child. If this one is coming with a shopping imejaa kwa buti ya gari, na this one mwingine amekuja na mandizi, is a sacrifice that matters, because you could have done that shopping imejaa kwa buti and actually that is your change. Mimi nimekuja na tudizi twangu to a 20 bob. Actually it is a total sacrifice. You know, it's a total sacrifice. But one thing I can say is that we don't lose hope. Let's continue fighting. Let's continue striving. Let's continue being in the positivity. Like I said, only you can curse yourself. And God, of course. But kama hujakosea God, bona akukas. Unaona, sometimes ka roho juu. As in just ka roho juu. And just be expected that tomorrow is going to be better. Like I said, I'm doing just random thoughts. And I just felt it's like, it's so much heavy in the society. But let me tell you something. You just don't wake up one morning and you just decide to hate. There has to be like a progress up to, lead up to where uko. You get? It can lead up to where you are. And most of the time, people say that you are only jealous because this person is doing far much better. But can you imagine, inafika mahali mpaka mtu anakwendea kwa witchcraft. People are planning for your death. And nobody can plan for your death. Mtu mwenye ako lese ako Subukia uko Nairobi, hamjuani, hajui barabara za kwako, hakuna mtu mwenye anakupangia death. It's somebody that is totally, you know, you have shared from the same plate. My guys, I think we can improve on this. Can you imagine a world with no hatred? Because why do we even hate in the first place? Can you imagine a world whereby, like, of course the Bible says that the poor will always be among you, but can you imagine whereby the resources are well like supplied? You are like, is life fair? Is life fair? Is life fair, ama? I don't know. Like I said, we are just doing random thoughts today. Today nafanya two random thoughts. And you're like, is there supposed to be a balance somewhere? You know? Is it because now uyu mtu ako so much rich, could not spare some change for such a mama? The same with our government. A lot of corruption. People are living large, where there is the common mwanaichi who is just like dying in poverty. What could be done? It's just this. People need to love. People need to care. People need to worry for their neighbors. People need to, like, you know, and especially with nowadays, we are living a life of, you don't even know your neighbor. You don't even know what they are going through. But what to do is a society that we are living in. But we can do away with jealousy. We can do away with hatred. We embrace each other. We love on each other. You know, sometimes I look at, like in marriage setup, sometimes I look at marriages, and then sometimes I think maybe they're overrated in terms of let's say fights that are happening in marriages, and then you just go out here and you'll be like, now men, sometimes men, you be like, in your house you have left like 50 bob ama hata hujaacha, then you go out there unapatana na your colleague unambaya lunch ya less like 300, and unasahau peace starts from Jerusalem. Even in church setup you find like the man or the wife is not doing the characters and the duties that yenye ako supposed kufanya, but anaenda church, he's the one that is balancing everything, and you expect that thing to go far. That sasa unapatanga mtu amehava into anger, into jealousy, into all the pain. But we can do better. So like I said from the beginning is that we are doing random thoughts, and it's my prayer that this random thoughts, it's something to awaken us and keep us thinking, and to keep us, you know, trying to do better than we have been doing. I pray that God is going to grant us and is going to give us, you know, the appetite to embrace our family members, the appetite to just see each other as equal, because mbele ya Mungu sisi wote tuko sawa, the power and the grace to love each other, to uphold each other, to support each other. You know, you can imagine kama from family, and especially the way we are growing, if kama nimegrow nikionyeshwa a lot of respect and love by my brothers and sister, when I come out here, this is what I have learned from my youth, from a very tender age, is exactly what I'm going to bring into the society. But if at all I have been growing from a life of, you know, hardship, kufinyiliwa, being called you can amount to nothing, you know, a lot of pain and everything, there's always a big possibility that hiyo ndio nitaeneza kwa society, you know. But we can do better. There is what God has given us, children, you know, has given us children. How about we mold them to what we are going? This is the next generation. We release a generation that is going to bring a total difference, a generation whereby, you know, in our African culture, it's very hard for a dad to say I love you, the daughter to say I love you. Very few watoto wanakuwa wamepatiwa that platform. But we can do better. We can do better, my people. Come on, we can do better. This world, what it all needs, it's love. It's love, and it's going to heal. ETC, end of my thinking capacity. But let us do better. I think hata sasa nimesweat. But anyway, my dears, let me bring it to a close. But right now, what I can say is, we can do better. We can do better. Let me bring it to a close. I say, yeah, the last thing maybe I can say, you know, sometimes in Akwangazile, instead of us running to our family to help us, running to our church to help us, we are running from the church. We are running away from our family members, because if we dare say whatever we are going through in this Nairobi, whoo, start times is going to hear your story. But let me tell you something. If every time ukikalia kitu unajisikianga umelada, ukikalia kitu unasikianga hakuna mwingine kama mimi, you know, you are the last person that can curse and bless yourself. Let me tell you something. Usidanganywe at just because your family have said this, because wamekuendea sijui nini, at now that is the end of your life. My friends, arise, shake it off. Speak to yourself. Counterattack those words that they are saying. That you can amount to nothing. Hey, my friend, you hear me all over. You know, they be like, I'm going to curse you. Why are you cursing me? Is it, do you have a legal ground to curse me? Ama nile tu ya tunazitanga kasi ya rotoriko, you know, just because you just feel it's like, oh, for a very long time sija fight, sijanena, then you are releasing words that have no actually basis. My friend, don't be intimidated. Don't look down upon. The worst thing that you can do is looking down upon yourself. Counterattack those words. If there is no legal ground of them saying negative words, counterattack those words. Wacha nisikasirika na nifikishe maneno yangu hapo. Wacha niende hivi narudi. But anywho, my guys, love yourself. Accept where you are and work with what you have. Usijipatie pressure. Let's think from that angle. Love, appreciate, give where you can, hug people that need to be hugged, and embrace love. Okay. Mi naenda. Next time itakuwa na notes. Maybe. Or maybe not. Anyway, my guys, let us love each other. From Princess Elise. From Princess Elise Hub, I love you so much. Continue liking, continue subscribing. But basically, let us love each other. Where there is unity, God commands a blessings. From me, from Princess Elizabeth team, from my heart to yours. Namaste.